Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. I am Mike B, and today I'm going to be bitching and complaining and ranting about the price gouging slash screwing over of fellow gun community members by people in the gun community. Remember, I've been saying a lot lately in my videos that the gun community is its own worst enemy. If this past year hasn't made that abundantly fucking clear, I don't know what else to do to convince you. And I'm going to mainly be talking about the assholes that are creating this kind of false ammo shortage. Manufacturers are still making a lot of ammunition. The problem is they can't keep up. Now, this is for a few reasons. Specifically, you get people that will buy 5.56 by 45 for $1 a round right now. Yes, that's what it's going for because of the same people that are doing what I'm about to tell you. So they'll buy it for $1 a round, but they'll buy all of it at once, whether they take out a second mortgage or do whatever. And a lot of people will actually sit at physical stores and they'll have deals made or whatever. There's a lot of shady shit going on right now, but they'll make a deal with the store. Hey, I'll give you $1.10 a round, and you guys keep 10 cents, blah, blah, blah. So you guys are making more, and just give me all of it. And then they'll go and put it on places like Gunbroker, which I've told you repeatedly now for years that is not a good place to get deals on guns or ammo. The amount of deals on there and the amount of shit you have to sift through is far outnumbered by the amount of absolute bullshit that goes on that freaking website. More power to the sellers. There's an idiot born every day that'll buy anything for any price, especially when they're told that they should be scared. I think, you know, lately I've been talking about the gun community, and I'm every day I feel more alienated from it, just because I'm not one of these people that is constantly fear-mongering. And my views on that have had a lot of people, you know, oh, you're anti-Second Amendment. No, I fully support the Second Amendment, no exceptions. I think everything that's in place right now, like filling out a Form 4473, restrictions on certain firearms like short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, and fully automatic weapons, I think that's bullshit. I think that's a blatant violation of the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment, to me, I'm a firm believer that it was written that way for a reason, and that shall not be infringed. However, if I even mention the fact that, you know, oh, I don't think that this draconian gun control is going to pass, and even if it does become a law, it's not going to stick. It's not going to hold. It won't be enforced, you know, stuff like that. If I say anything that steps out of line with what the mainstream gun community, well, these Molon Labia, you know, hardcore types, these people that are terrified because of these people whipping each other up into a frenzy, if I step out of line and say one thing that doesn't fully align with everything that they have in their agenda, oh, you hate the Second Amendment, you hate guns. And it's like, well, you're bitching about something that, you know, is, and we'll get back to the original point, but this does relate into how they screw their own people and alienate them, because I don't want to associate with those pricks, and I don't want to go to a protest filled with those pricks because I don't feel comfortable around them, because they're just constantly in a state of fear and survival. Now, that being said, these are the same people that are whipping a lot of people up into a frenzy so they can keep making money. And again, I'm also not anti-capitalist. I love capitalism. I think capitalism is one of the most fair things, even though it gets greasy, but life is greasy. I think capitalism is fantastic. What I don't like is people being shitheads. I don't like people intentionally screwing over their fellow gun community members like they do if you step out of line with anything they say. But you know, you buy ammo for $1 a round, you falsely inflate it, and then people are terrified because of what you're telling them, and they're going to pay $1.50 a round because they think that their guns are going to be taken away, and they think that, you know, the revolution's going to happen, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and that they need this, and that, you know, this is the only way they're going to ever survive is to buy more, buy more, buy more. And it keeps, you know, the price keeps going up, and it's going to stay up. It's been insanely high for over a year now. It's because there's constant fear mongering and whipping people up into a frenzy. And really nothing of what anybody has said in the past year has actually come to fruition yet. Ooh, one House resolution passed in the House. Okay, again, I mean, I've talked about this. I don't need to go into this ad nauseum. But these are the same kind of people that are fucking you. Like, these are the same kind of people that are doing this stuff with the ammunition and the guns. You know, they're selling guns that they bought like 15 AR-15s last year because they saw the writing on the wall, which more power to them, that's fine. Like, I bought ammo, but not to sell. I bought it so I would have enough because I knew this was going to be a long drought, if you know what I'm saying, because of just the nature of social media and interconnectivity of everybody, especially the gun community, has gotten so much more intense and direct And I don't know, that's a huge difference between 2012 and now. This is going to last a lot longer, in my opinion. Hopefully I'm wrong. But anyway, this is what I do when I rant. So I'm very scatterbrained, so bear with me. If you're making it this far, stay on track. There is a point to this video. And GunBroker seems to be one of the worst places that this is happening. If you go on there, and that's why when anybody says you can get deals on GunBroker, I'm like, you obviously like are contributing to this. You've been duped. I'm sorry, but you've been duped. There are not deals right now on GunBroker. Everything is heinously priced. 32 ACP, right? Nobody gives a shit about this round. It was always there. It's an old round. It's a lot of weird pistols. Shoot it. Nobody gives a shit. This stuff is over $1 a round right now if you can find it. And it's because people are terrified. They buy everything they possibly can. And there's assholes in the gun community that know this. And they keep this fear-mongering going. And even if they believe the fear-mongering themselves, that means the person above them in the gun community or outside, but most of the time in, is just as culpable for this whole thing. You're eating your own community from the inside out because you don't understand that there's outside forces that want this community to be weaker and divide everybody. And that's kind of what the whole point of my videos last fall were, and a lot of you, and that's fine. I mean, I guess if you can't see the writing on the wall at this point, I guess nobody's going to convince you in any way, shape, or form. So anyway, I'm sick of people listing this shit on GunBroker for 3, 4, 5 times what it should be going for, and B, I'm sick of people paying those prices because they got duped into believing that World War III is coming, or the revolution, or the boog, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And they're terrified. They're scared. I mean, I've literally seen people that are terrified. And it comes off as anger 99% of the time. But it's like, you're not doing the gun community any service. And then also people on the outside looking in, specifically people that don't like the gun community because they actually pose a threat to this certain group of people that I warned you about in the other videos. They're loving this. They're like, oh, this is too easy. Like, look at this. And then they use that, the infighting as fuel. Like, look at, these gun people. Look at how crazy they are. They're buying up all this stuff. They're arming up. They're going to come for you, the uninformed masses. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm kind of getting at that. And going along with this is this insane gouging. I have no respect for somebody if they go, I bought this shit and I made a bunch of money and I don't regret it one goddamn bit. I'm like, good for you. Short-term gain, long-term consequences. That's what nobody seems to understand right now, especially in the gun community. Sure, make a quick buck, fuck over your fellow firearm owner, take advantage of people during a crisis, and then, brag about it. That's cool. You're really good. I will tell you, this shit will catch up to you. It will catch up to you, and there will be long-term consequences, including fucking yourself over, because prices are not coming down, especially for a long, or, if for at all for a long time, because of your short-term bullshit decisions. So, fuck you. All right, fuck you. I know it's being divisive, but you know what? At this point, the damage is done. So I'm really sick of those people that have been doing this, and this has been going on for long now. Every time something happens, you get these people that take advantage of a situation. They get short-term gains, and then they sit there and brag about it for the next 10 years until they do it again. I'm glad I'm not one of them, to be honest with you. So I try to not fuck people over because that stuff does come around, and whether somebody else takes advantage of you or you just contribute to your own demise, that's what I see is going on in the firearm community. So if that rant made any sense to you, let me know in the comments. I think I got everything I wanted to. I don't know if I made it abundantly clear enough that I'm not a fan of people in the gun community taking advantage of other people in the gun community on any level. I think there should be some integrity, but when you're in survival mode, I guess it's dog eat dog, right? Nothing matters anymore. So integrity's gone. I lost at a lot of people. There are still, I know this video is very like black pill, like, oh shit, doom and gloom, we're all fucked, but there are still a lot of really good people out there. It's just that a lot of the good people are being taken advantage of because they just, again, they're falling for this stuff by these people who are shitheads in the gun community. That's why I'm in my own little world, and it's okay. They like me and know me here. So, all right, well, I think I've covered just about everything I'd like to cover on this topic. I was about to wrap the video up, and I remembered. I am going to be putting some Mosin Nagant 9130s on GunBroker here. And very shortly, I'm going to be putting 5 of them on, and they're going to probably start at, somewhere probably in the ballpark of $5,000 a piece. And we're going to let the market decide the price on these. So just a heads up on that, and figured you'd want to know. So thanks for watching, everybody. Good luck on your bidding. And yeah, I appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments. And yeah, let me know what you think of the video, etc., etc. Yeah, and then if you want to become a sponsor of the channel, you can support me via Patreon or becoming a channel member. $5 a month or more on either platform gets you into my Discord server, which is really fun. It's pretty interactive. There are a lot of people on there right now, and it's really cool. It's exchanging a lot of information and fun stuff. It's really great. And it just helps me be able to afford things like ballistic tests and whatever. I don't have a lot of corporate sponsors because I don't really like the whole just taking a ton of corporate sponsors as much as you can, even if you don't 100% believe in the product, and then spending 15 minutes in each video explaining why you should buy this magical product. If I believe 100% in a product, I will endorse it and take a corporate sponsorship. But that hasn't come through so far. Haven't met the right one, so we're going to stay self and crowdfunded for the time being. Crowdfunding really helps me be able to offset the cost of making videos and making content that I otherwise wouldn't be able to do just funding out of pocket. This past year has been great. This year is going to be awesome. So if you want to consider doing that, check that out. If not, if you can't do that or you don't want to, but you still want to support me somehow, the YouTube algorithm loves it when you like the video, comment on it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then sharing this video out to get views. More people are exposed to this stuff, the more conversations can be started, and the more beneficial the gun community can, or the more benefits to the gun community when you've got good discussion and discourse going and not just poop flinging. Anyway, I'm very scatterbrained today in case you haven't noticed. No caffeine is involved either. That's very strange. But anyway, that's all I've got. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next video.